Brilliance Audio presents The Smallest Part by Amy Harmon, performed by Almarie Guerra. It was a big lie. The biggest lie she'd ever told. It reverberated through her head as she said it, ringing eerily, and the girl behind her eyes, the girl who knew the truth, screamed, and her scream echoed along with the lie. "Are you in love with Noah, Mercedes?" Cora asked. "I mean, I know you love him. You've been friends forever. We all have. But are you in love with him?" Mercedes had wondered since if her response would have been different had she been facing Cora, looking into her big blue eyes as she answered the question. She didn't know if she would have been able to hide the truth from her. Cora knew her too well. But Mercedes had been lying to herself for a long time, and she was good at it. She was the mighty stoneface, the tough chick, the sassy Latina. And Cora loved Noah, too. She was in love with Noah. So Mercedes lied. "Ha! No, not like that. Never like that. Noah's like my brother. No." Mercedes heard the lie in the way her accent suddenly appeared when she said never. Her R curled, and curled again on brother, underlining the falsehood. Mercedes didn't speak English at home, but she spoke it fluently, and her accent only reared its ethnic head when she wanted it to, or when she was full of shit. Mercedes wasn't selfless. Noah had kissed her, and she had kissed him back. She thought about him constantly, morning, noon, and night. If it had been anyone else, anyone, she would have stuck out her chest, folded her skinny arms, and let her feelings be known. She would have claimed him. She would have. But it was Cora. Brave, beautiful, broken Cora. When Mercedes watched Noah and Cora together, they looked right. They fit. Cora had always been taller than all the boys, but she wasn't taller than Noah. Noah grew 6 inches his sophomore year in high school, climbing to 6'2", and he and Cora were like slender trees looking down on a forest of saplings, looking down on Mercedes with her lovely benevolence. Mercedes grew a few inches herself sophomore year and topped out at 5'2". She was grateful to have reached that not-so-lofty height. Her mother, Alma, was 5 feet on her tiptoes, and Oscar, her papi, had been 5'6" in his dreams. Cora's willowy frame and sweet temperament complemented Noah's lean height and his introspective nature. Noah's eyes were the saddest, wisest eyes Mercedes had ever seen. His eyes had always been that way. The wavy brown curls flopping over his forehead and coiling at his nape softened his angular face with all its sharp edges. He'd buzzed it once, the summer before 8th grade, and he'd looked so naked, so strange, that Mercedes had made him promise never to do it again. It had scarred her seeing him that way, as if there were no child left inside him, as if there never had been. But when Cora was around, Noah's eyes weren't nearly so sad and nearly so wise. But then, love makes fools of everyone, doesn't it?